Welcome to This Explainer. Today we're taking a look at a seemingly mundane, everyday tool, your smartphone flashlight, and we're going to transform it into something, well, genuinely magical. We're going step by step to completely master your iPhone's flashlight settings. By the time we wrap up, we'll take you from an ordinary muggle fumbling around in the dark to a full-on tech wizard commanding light with just a word. It's going to be super playful, incredibly fun, and honestly, it's going to completely change how you use your phone at night. Let's get into it.
Okay, so let's dive right into this. We have absolutely all been there. It's 2 a.m., you wake up, you just need to find your way to the kitchen for a glass of water, and bam! You accidentally unleash the power of 1,000 suns and blind yourself, or worse, your partner. Mashable actually has a great name for this. They call it the midnight blinding problem. Because think about it, your phone's LED flash is incredibly powerful. It's fantastic if you've dropped your keys in a dark field, but it is absolutely terrible for sneaking out of a pitch-black bedroom. So how exactly do we tame this beast?
Act 1. The Basics. Control Center Mastery, or as we like to call it, the Muggle level. So this is the standard, everyday method Apple designed to give you quick, manual control over your light. According to Apple support and Mashable, doing it the official way takes just 3 super simple steps. First, you just swipe down from the top right corner of your screen to open up the control center. Second, and here's where people mess up, instead of just tapping the flashlight icon, you actually want to press and hold it. When you do that, boom, a hidden menu pops up. Finally, you just drag that giant slider up or down to dial in your exact brightness level. It is a fantastic built-in tool, but surprisingly, very few people actually take full advantage of it.
Act 2. Siri's magical spells. Time to channel your inner wizard.
Now this is where things get really fun. Tech publications like Gadget Hacks pointed out this brilliant, totally hands-free Easter egg. If you know the wizarding world, you know that Lumos is the classic wand lighting charm. Well, on your iPhone, your rear camera flash is essentially your wand. All you have to do is say, "Hey Siri, Lumos," and literally like magic, your flashlight immediately turns on. It is so incredibly handy when your hands are full of groceries or you're just hopelessly fumbling around in the dark.
But, what goes on must come off. Nox is the official wand extinguishing charm. It's the direct counter charm to Lumos. So when you're ready to cast your room back into darkness, you simply declare, "Hey Siri, Nox." And just like that, Siri instantly cuts the power to the LED.
And honestly, this just brilliantly illustrates the kind of fun Apple engineers clearly had when they were programming Siri. The Reddit community actually went wild, pointing out this delightful little nod to geek culture. By setting up these 2 commands right side by side, "Hey Siri, Lumos" to illuminate, and "Hey Siri, Nox" to extinguish, Apple didn't just create a hands-free utility. They actually injected a little bit of childlike wonder into our everyday tech. I absolutely love this quote from Gadget Hacks. "Your days as an ordinary muggle are over, as long as you have an iPhone." And it's so true. You can even take this a step further. In the books, Actio is the summoning charm, right? Well, on your phone, if you say, "Hey Siri, Actio Instagram," or "Actio Notes," your phone will magically summon and open that app right up for you. It's just a really playful twist on your basic voice commands. All right, Act 3, Advanced Shortcut Sorcery. Welcome to the dark arts, also known as the pro level.
So if you're ready to graduate to the pro level, we've got a massive revelation from the tech site Lifehacker. You remember that control center slider we looked at just a minute ago? Well, it turns out the lowest setting on that slider isn't actually the absolute lowest brightness your phone's hardware can handle. To get to the true minimum brightness, the ultimate dimming trick, we actually have to bypass the control center entirely by using a custom shortcut.
Here is exactly how you build this ultra-dim light, which is literally perfect for not waking up your partner. Step 1. Open up your Shortcuts app and add a Set Flashlight action. Step 2. Tap the word Turn and change it to Toggle, which just means one tap turns it on, another tap turns it off. Step 3. Tap the little arrow to reveal a hidden brightness slider and drag that slider all the way down to absolute 0. Save it and boom, you just created a custom ultra-dim flashlight button. Now, the absolutely crucial part here is making sure this is accessible when you're half asleep. Because trust me, you do not want to be staring at a glaring bright screen trying to hunt down a tiny shortcut app icon. Instead, go into your iPhone settings and map this new ultra-dim shortcut directly to your action button or to the back tap accessibility gesture. By doing that, 2 physical taps on the back of your phone or just a quick press of a button gives you instant, eye-friendly light without even having to unlock your device.
But wait, what if you need the exact opposite? What if you're outside and you need a literal blinding flash of light?
Well, in Harry Potter, that spell is Lumos Maxima. The catch is Siri actually doesn't have this programmed in by default. If you ask for it, she just gets confused. So, like any good wizard, we're going to have to forge this spell ourselves.
Gadget Hacks provided a really great tutorial for this. So, open up the Shortcuts app again, add the Set Flashlight action, but this time leave it set to turn on. Tap that little arrow and drag the brightness slider all the way up to maximum. Now, the real magic happens in this final step. Rename the shortcut itself to Lumos Maxima. Because you gave it that exact name, Siri will now recognize the phrase. Saying, "Hey Siri, Lumos Maxima" will trigger your custom shortcut and give you maximum brightness instantly.
Taming the light, from basic swipes to custom spells.
I mean, just look at how far we've come. You started out as a frustrated smartphone user just swiping aimlessly in the dark, and you've emerged as a full-blown iPhone mastering wizard who bends the hardware to your exact will. Let's do a quick recap of our journey. We kicked things off with the control center for those quick, manual sliding adjustments. Then we leveled up to Siri spells, using totally hands-free voice commands like Lumos and Nox to control our environment without even lifting a finger. And finally, we dove deep into the Shortcuts app to bypass Apple's default limits, unlocking those ultra-dimming capabilities and coding our very own Lumos Maxima voice triggers.
Which really leaves us with one final thought to ponder. If something as basic, as mundane as a smartphone flashlight can be this customizable, this deeply layered with hidden features and playful magic, what other incredible potential is hiding right there in your pocket, just waiting for you to discover it? Seriously, keep exploring, keep customizing, and never settle for being a muggle when you can be a wizard. Thanks for joining me on this explainer.